Okay, here we go. Bill P here. Just a little video of the startup, more for my own training purposes, so I can look back at things and see how I'm doing. But anyway, I've already done all my pre-flight, walked all around the plane. I know that I have 5.5 quarts of oil. I know that I have 16 on the conservative side gallons of fuel. My plan is to just go up and over to Groton to do 3 takeoffs and landings to see how I can handle the Towered Airport, get a little bit more comfortable over there because it's been a while, and then maybe stop and see some of my friends if they're around. It's Sunday, so it might be pretty quiet. And keep an eye on the winds because the winds are going to pick up this afternoon, and as they do pick up, I don't want to be caught out in them, so definitely watch the wind throughout the morning here. And yeah, come back. Maybe a couple takeoffs and landings here just to get the blood flowing too, and just make sure everything's okay with the aircraft. It's always a good idea. Matter of fact, that's what I'm going to do. At least do one lap around the pattern, land again, full stop, and just make sure all systems are go, and just make sure that I'm good to go. Anyway, everything on the outside has been done. The plane has been, I guess, undone from sleeping, and like I said, pre-flight is done. Everything's all recorded. I have my hobs recorded. I have all my fuel and my oil recorded. And we're going to start right off here with the passenger brief. So the first thing that we do is we have to be safe, right? So we use the word safety. First is S for seatbelts. So I already checked. I know that my seatbelt is locked. It's not stuck in the door, and that my track is in. It's important that the seatbelt's on at all times so that in case we have any turbulence, I don't bounce around, lose control of the aircraft, or hurt myself banging in anywhere. The track is important that it is locked so that I don't slide back or unexpectedly even a passenger sliding back. Bad for the pilot to unexpected moves, right? We're holding on to controls with our hands and our feet, and if we are not in a strong seat, in a stable position, there could be problems, right? Air, safety. A is for air. So I do have cabin heat, and I will use that because it is kind of cold. And I do have 2 vents up here in the ceiling. I have both of them closed right now, and I'm going to leave them both closed because it is cold outside. If I did need air, I could open them up, but for now, sorry about that, I'm going to leave them closed. Just double checking. F is for fire. So today I have my fire extinguisher in the back. If there's any problems while I'm cranking it and I see flames or hear kinds of like backfiring exhaust and smoke, I'm going to continue to crank it, hoping that the fire will be sucked into the carburetor, and it'll run. And if it does start, I'll let it run for a couple minutes and then I will stop it. If it does not start, I will keep cranking it as I push the mixture in. Pull the mixture out so that it's totally lean, and I'll keep the throttle on full. Keep cranking it again. The idea is to suck the flames inside. If it doesn't put the fire out at that point, the fuel will go off, the mixture will be fuel lean, the throttle will be all the way out, and I'll evacuate the aircraft and use my fire extinguisher to put out any flames. If for some reason my fire extinguisher doesn't work, there are 2 located in front of me inside the red hangar in the garage door that is open. 2 older fire extinguishers, but in any case, I have 3 fire extinguishers to put out a fire. All right, so that's F, and then T is there's no talking on taxi and takeoff and landing. Okay, so there's nobody with me today, but if there was somebody with me, it's a sterile cockpit. There's a lot going on. Got to concentrate, got to focus. If there's an emergency situation, there's another pilot with me and they want to interrupt, to point something out, to bring up the actual emergency, that is fine. But as far as general public goes, especially people who are new to general aviation and to small aircraft like this, absolutely no talking, no on taxi, takeoff, and landing. These are very important times, and they take all the concentration, as you guys probably know if you watch my videos. SAFTEY and Y. Are there any questions? There's nobody here today, but if there was, I would ask if any questions. Oh, another thing about air is that, E. Forgot E. Exits. So located on both sides of my aircraft, there are doors, and on each door there is a latch. You open up the latch similar to a car to get out, and furthermore, for air, there also are 2 windows on each side. I'm going to open my window here on the left-hand side to yell clear prop when it's time to start, but we can open those up for air as well. Seatbelts, air, fire, talking, exits, and questions. Safety. Cool? All right, let's go to the next thing. All my switches are off. I have backup circuit breakers located right inside the edge of the glove box. Everything has been working. I don't expect any problems with anything. I have my alternate static port right here. It is closed, but it is here, and it does operate if I need to. Okay, just check that. I've already checked, but I'll check again. I have pressure inside my brakes. I have master cylinders located underneath my toes, and I need to make sure that both of those have pressure. I've also checked the brake systems outside the aircraft as well, and everything seems to be no leaks. Everything seems to be fine. Checked, thorough check this morning. Took my time. All right, again, seatbelt track is locked and the back is locked. My seat is nice and tight. All the avionics are off. My headset noise canceling is off. My communications box is off. My transponder is off. And my comm is off, and my GPS is off. I already have looked at the SOC multiple times. I'm going to be using runway 14 to leave here at good speed, and it looks like I'm going to be using runway 23 when I get to Groton, but I'll find that out on the way. Okay, so we've got, next I'm going to put my mixture to full rich. Make sure my carb heat is off. Put my throttle at sight. So mixture full rich, carb heat off, throttle just slight, mixture full rich. Okay, there we go. I'm going to prime it 4 times because it is cold. It has been sitting overnight. A little primer over here on the left-hand side. Nice and slow, it pulls out. There's 1. Ooh, it's a little tough today. There's 2. And thanks for listening, and thanks for coming along if you're still here. It's 3. Here comes the sun too, cool. And here's 4. It's gonna get a little loud, but that's what we need to do. Okay, so cool. Prime, feet on brakes. Clear prop! Can I get a clear prop? Okay, hand on throttle. Key inside ignition. Master switch on. Give it a second for the instruments to come up. 1, 2, beacon light is on.